What's going on? It's your boy CJ Goodfellow. We back with the boxing clinic. Had an epic live video up in IOBTA boxing group. Man, I appreciate everybody up in there. And we're gonna, get into a lot of people questions. On what does Adrien Broner have to do to get back on track or get to a point where his athletic ability matches skills? Now, we've seen in a lot of guys' careers that's athletically gifted and depend on athletic gifts. When the athletic ability is gone, they're gone as a fighter, or gone as an athlete in general. And Broner is turned 28 this past Friday. He's pushing 30, and I think it's time for him to hone on them skills. Now, the first thing I would think is taking a year off. I know it sounds bad. They don't have no cash flow coming in or whatever. But he has a promotional company, and hopefully he invests his money wisely. But it's not just to take a year off just from boxing. I think to take a year off to rebuild himself and rebuild his fundamentals. Get the right sparring partners in there, get the right people, the team around him is very important. I'll get to that in a minute. And, get somebody, or bring somebody in your team to, help you, close those deficiencies and those gaps in your game. Like I said, Saturday, he did a good job of taking away Mikey Garcia's right hand. And they worked on that. Mikey Garcia didn't land the right hand cleanly as he thought he was going into this fight. But he was able to adjust and put some body blows in there and still get his jab in there. I don't think Broner will ever have the feet to be able to move around the ring and look fluid and look comfortable. But it's other things that he can do in a real seasoned trainer can help him with. That gets into my other one, getting another trainer or bringing somebody in to consult, some similar to what Felix Verdejo did, or bringing Abel Sanchez in to help him, reach new levels and help, invigorate the team. For Broner, I think that's very important. With that year off, just rebuilding, just tearing down everything he knows now and trying to get him to be the student of the game and break down film with him, show him where he's lacking, show him what he can do to cover up those deficiencies. Some of those things are genetic with him as far as maybe his volume or maybe your mental, with his volume output. But you could put him in positions to, to be able to get the most out of, his low volume punching. And that's okay. Another thing that, somebody could do with him is help him become a better body puncher, because he's a very good body puncher. He just didn't let his hands go enough. And that has to do with something might be mental with him, or as far as his technique and his footwork. If a guy stands in front of Broner, he looks excellent. As soon as a guy is able to show angles, just as subtle angles as Mikey Garcia did last night, he had issues. And that's something that a trainer can help him with. I'm not saying a trainer is really going to fix Adrien Broner, because some of those things are just his characteristic, what he's made of. That's just him. But, a lot of people say, oh, he needs to get serious, he needs to get focused. I don't think that has anything to do with it. I've seen a lot of great athletes have things going off the court, and or off the, in and without the field, and going into, game day. They're completely, as long as you keep them separated, as long as you're able to focus on boxing, it's cool. He did this time. He focused on boxing. He was in shape. At the end of the day, he didn't have the skills to pay the bills, and I told people that coming into this fight. Like I said, he needs to take a year off, get a trainer. And, if you want to get into the technical issues of what he need to work on, it's everything I said he lacked in the prediction video leading up to this fight. The billion videos I did of this fight. Covered this fight very good. And as far as what it is, it's positioning, it's technique. That's what he lacks. His legs, his feet, whatever you want to call it, his bottom of his body needs to be rebuilt. He needs to close the gap in a little bit more. He needs to learn how to cut the ring off. You learn how to punch on the move. Learn, if it's possible, learn to get him on the balls of his feet, and learn how to shoot angles. Learn how to feint. Just the subtle things that he needs to learn how to do. I think his feet is a large part of the issue with his game. You see with guys like DeMarco and John Molina is able to stand in front of him. He looks like a wizard. Ashley Theophane. You get somebody with Mikey Garcia, show a little angle, something like Madonna, who's able to, show a little bit of angles and put some pressure on him. It's an issue. Those things that can be solved, if he finds and seeks the right trainer and seeks the right advice. You can bring that posture, them feet in a little bit. You can show him how to step over and close the ring out. You can't tell me that his legs are the worst in the sport of boxing, gifted wise. He's gifted in the legs. He just has to learn how to use them. You know, there's levels to this shit. But, you know, those are the few things he needs to change up on. And if he does that, I think he'll be okay. This your boy CJ Goodfella. We gone.